We are live for a Top Cut game here. Suardo versus Louloup. And Suardo is playing Palp1 yellow. A very interesting list with a lot of underworld cards and McClunky, and now there are two of them. And Louloup is playing Quinlan was red, Tarkintown, with a lot of discard, and also now there are two of them. So the whole Republic package, as from the two drops. Yeah, looking forward to that. A little bit more top end for the Palp player, I think, if I remember correctly. And I give it a go. And the boss player won the roll. Oh no, he lost the roll, which might be better for him, because then he can start pinging. And that's a good thing with Tarkintown. And the players shuffle and shuffle, hitting the R button to randomize the deck. That's a quick resourcing of, I didn't even see what he has. So I can see it again. So it's a wheelie. I probably would keep the wheelie if I know my opponent is playing now. There are two of them. But I think the Palp player only played ambush guys as 5 drops, so he will get his value from the now there are two of them anyway. And the Palp player resourced a Devastator and an Overwhelming Barrage. So I don't know what they're waiting for. For nothing. He's getting rid of the wheelie. Let's see the options. Zabine, Anakin, or 4th throw. And he takes the 4th throw into hand, which is always good. To have a lot of discard against decks which are very well into late game. So if you guys could say me if you understand me well enough, if the sound is okay. And there is now there are two of them, and the possible ambush with the Syndicant lackeys. And we will see that play. So I think this Palp yellow list of Suardo might be not even that bad against aggro, which usually Palpatine struggles against. And Tarkintown already used. So at the moment, the Palp player has no answer for that Ezra, which could get some value. So could you just confirm in the chat that you understand me loud enough, clearly? I would appreciate it. Sounds fine. Good. McClunky. And that's a good one. I mean, he does he have may deal damage? He doesn't need to kill himself. But this prevents the pillage, so I don't know if I might have kept it on top and played the pillage to get the 2 4th throws for the later stage of the game. But yeah. It's probably, both fine. So no play for the Palp player. He doesn't, and he still resourced the resupply. because he doesn't want to get rid of his Cat Bane. This could be over pretty quick. With Quinlan Wars, with Anakin, I might be tempted to play the Pillage here. But he can also do it next turn. He draws 2 resources, 1, and then pillaging the 2. But probably the Palp player Suardo will ambush with Syndicate Lackeys. There is no very good target here. Because if he ambushes Astra, he will get pinged from a Vos from basically any 5-drop or higher. So maybe he's still going for the Astra? Yes, he's still going for the Astra. $60 base. 4 more. If he draws a blaster, and he drew a blaster, yeah, it's GG. If he... Why didn't he resource the blaster and hit for 8? Okay. So if you resource the blaster, he can kill with any of his Anakin or Blue in 1 action. Or am I missing something? Oh, he has another one. Okay, then. Wait, he has lethal. Okay. Maybe he did hit the base, and that's why he got his unit back. I just thought, did he attack the Cat Bane? But probably not. They are talking, and yeah. So he probably said 8 to base, and then they finished. I wonder what they will sideboard. Let me just get the decks pretty fast. So we will probably see the Emperor's Return with all the discard here. Maybe the Whaley because of the now there are 2 of them. Yeah, maybe another Pillage. Also a Whaley. Yeah, you could take it, look at the list as long as they are sideboarding, and we will. Yeah, I will remove it when they shuffle again. So they shuffle. So it's 1-0 for the Quinlan Wasp player. And this Grogu enables an early 4th throw if he needs to. Also a good hand, McClunky, Bazine. And that's what it's starting with, Bazine. Probably taking the early play. Because of the 4th throw threat from Grogu. Maybe he says, okay, I don't want to discard anything. But probably Grogu. Or the 4th row. Yeah, he's going for the 4th row. Okay, that's not too bad because it prevents the McClunky. It also prevents the, now there are 2 of them. So usually you don't want to waste your Tarkintown on a Bezine. But in this case, because it's open deck list, so they know each other's lists, might be a good play. And so, interesting, because if he plays it, he can play now there are 2 of them and Bosk right away in the same turn. Because he doesn't want to. He can also play Bosk without paying, and then next turn try to use it to play Cat Bane early, which would be really good. Good tip, Lev. I'll let my cursor where it is. But I only use it because then I can see the underlying card. That's why and I wanted to see if they have something in the resources. But maybe that gives away information, you're right. I wonder if I would have taken the change of heart because of the Bosk. Because now he can change of heart something. He can't kill it with Palp right away because he needs 1 more resources, but then he can also kill a unit of him. With the 2 damage. Plo Koon, probably. Yes. Now, Lev, I would love to see the resources, but I don't want to move my cursor. Man. So he wants to set up a Plo Koon steal next turn, maybe. With change of heart. Maybe Louloup's thinking about not even... oh, yeah, he's taking the initiative. That's brutal now, because he has the initiative, the Palp player resources something, and then he gets pillaged for the other 2 cards. Nope, he doesn't. That's a good top deck. But he can't play it right now. It's getting even better. He can kill Quinlan right away with a Maul, and then if he wants to steal the fighter, but don't know if he should. If he does it, it's probably waiting. Louloup thinking about putting the blaster on his 1-5 to kill the Maul, but he has some blaster resourced. So if Suardo is stealing the fighter here, he can't use, now there are two of them. If he doesn't flip and he's playing now there are two of them, he can capture both cards of Louloup with his Cat Bane next turn. But only we know that. They don't. There will be the Cat Bane, which also prevents so he can't damage Cat Bane with a 4th row. But he can discard him the last card if he wants. It's always a nice card to have in the resource row. Tech. I forgot what he resourced. And he's thrown away his 4th row. So this barrage would kill both of them. And he hasn't even flipped. Maybe they should put an action, how is it called in English? An epic action counter on Quinlan Voss. Now he's thinking about if he wants to attack or not. Because if he attacks, he can free the Anakin. On the other hand, he can draw 2 cards then, which is also... And he doesn't want to free something. Yeah, that's a whole different game than game 1. Game 1, no chance for the Palp player. This time, totally different story. Yeah, the Palp player could start making a lot of pressure here because Quinlan was only at 25 health. Force him to free something because he needs bots present, and then you can draw 2 cards, and he wants him to discard 1, which is most of the time the right choice with Quinlan was. Especially if you have another discard like this one. But yeah, not the best card. So I might be tempted to claim here, because if he gets another swing for 7, Palp is much harder to kill than yeah, and he's doing that. Yeah, and now it's GG. The fourth, it's only 9 damage. And 1-1. So we're going to game 3. I'm curious to see who, if Louloup's giving the initiative to the Palp player. And both players gonna sideboard again. So again, for you here are the deck lists of those players. He will find his leader without my help, I think. At some point, when he's at 8 resources in game 3, he will realize that his leader is gone. Is he gone? Still gone? Yeah, still gone. So no Crate Dragon here. So the only late game is the Maze Window. And there we have it. He's loading his deck again because he can't find his leader. Man. That's a pretty decent hand. It looks to me that the deck lacks a little bit of good 3-drops, 4-drops. I have to check again, but all hands he had is decent early and decent late, but no mid-game. So we might think about claiming here to get his resupply through. Maybe he's afraid of a discard. Yeah. I think I would have kept this one with all the discard. To sneak in an early maul, maybe. When you can lose it to pillage. It's also important to keep some low cards into hand for the 4th row. So again, pressure from the boss player, big board presence early on. Cat Bane is so good in this matchup. What do you mean left with definitely keep Palp? Which Palp? Ah, Palp's return, yeah. I would have kept it too. That's a pretty good hand from the Quinlan was player from Louloup. Is it French? Louloup? Suardo is Polish, I think. Not the name, but the player. So yeah, that was a good discard. The only thing he can do is fourth throw him twice now, and or that. But next turn, when Quinlan is coming, the fourth throw will be really good. Suardo is German. Man, I have to root for Suardo. Yeah, trying to be objective. Right, you're right. Yet now, when you said it, I played him a bunch, and yeah, I don't know. I might have. But it's definitely good cards in hand. Probably throwing away. If he throws away the Basine, the next fourth throw will be much better. I wonder why he's flipping his cards in hand, what he wants to discard. Maybe he wants to see if the hand looks good without the card in hand. The Bosk ambush will force the boss player to discard a card. The Palp player is still at 3 life, so Suardo. That's always good if you are at 6 resources already and still at only took 3 damage. Six to base. Okay, he's not doing it. He's doing it. Pillage would be brutal to draw. So we have the Cat Bane turn, but there is not much to capture there. And So I'd be seeing a Bazine and the little salacious crump. Or he wants to tap down. No, he can't tap down. He doesn't have a yellow card yet. Yeah. Now we probably gonna see the fourth throw be thrown away. Yes. That's the choice. So the light side player, the Quinlan Wurst player. I'm used to playing Star Wars CCG, and there is light side against dark side all the time. So the heroic player could ambush his. Okay, now he can't ambush his Blue Coon into Vader, but he can make pressure with the Falcon and the Anakin's Interceptor. That's a good one. K2 is always guaranteed damage if he doesn't get stealed with Change of Heart. The Palp player is still a decent chance. He's at 8 resources. He could Change of Heart the Falcon, kill the other one, then sack the Falcon to the Palp, and then injure something what gets put out and steal it. That would probably be my play here, to play Change of Heart on Falcon, but he plays something else. Can still steal what Louloup is going to play. Could play a Whaley on. Doesn't he have Whaley in hand? So the base damage is a 21, but I'm still thinking that the Palp player will win here. Probably a Whaley now on. But it doesn't help much. He can still have the option to steal whatever the Quinlan Wurst player is putting out now. So I think Suardo should skip attacking with Bane, because getting the Falcon back here could make a lot of pressure. On the other hand, he has the Walker. He can always restore the 3. Okay, decided not to attack, which is probably safer here. And he has the barrage, so he can wait with Cat Bane to attack when he wants to make lethal. He might even have lethal here, so it's 4, 8. He can sack it for 11, he can 18, and then barrage is 20. Yeah, he might have to calculate it, but I think he has lethal. If you place the barrage on the Cat Bane, it's 9 damage, since 17, 18 from the crump, then 22 from the Palp attack, and then he sacks his K to his O to make 3 damage, and then it's GG. But if he doesn't see it, he might get killed from a is it first strike? A surprise strike, K to his O into overflow. But he probably saw it. So wait, it's 9 damage. But Falcon, yeah. So I actually have no idea. I think it gets back tapped. Does anyone in the chat know if Falcon gets, if he is released from capture again untapped? Yeah, and he saw it. Yeah, GG. That was a close one. And if it would have been one shot, it would have died to the surprise strike. So thanks for watching, and yeah, peace out.